I'm Certified Kitchen Designer Doug Trussoni, and welcome to Video C, Center Islands and Peninsulas. Every day someone walks into our showroom and will ask me, I would like to have a center island. How can I get a center island? How much are they? How much space do they require? Well, today we'll discuss some of that, and also the space required to have a peninsula. There's lots of variations when it comes to center islands and peninsulas, including seating heights. So we'll look at that too. Let's get started.
We'll be looking at the plan we just completed on video B. That was our L-shaped kitchen. What I'll be doing right now is I'm placing markers, in other words, reference points, so that we can do a center island. What these references are doing is giving me 42 inches of space, and that would be walk space, from any given point on the front of an appliance or the front of a cabinet, depending on the placements. So my preference is always at a minimum of 42 inches in front of any appliance or any countertop face line. And since we know our cabinets are 24 inches deep and plus our countertop overhangs and such, that's the consideration we want to make. You can go smaller, it's not recommended, but you can. So you'll notice that the reference points show on the right 42 inches, and the 66-inch reference is from the actual wall that the cabinets are mounted to. I've placed a 36-inch cabinet for our island, and I've also put a 12-inch extension on the end and on the sides. That'll make the island 36 inches by 48 inches. The video here is showing me taking a portable island in this exact same kitchen, by the way, at least space-wise, and I am measuring the margins so that we have plenty of walk space. So checking all adjacencies, anything that's parallel to the kitchen, anything that could possibly conflict. The island that I'm showing in this kitchen does not have the snack bar overhang, but I did want to show that in my drawing because most of the time people do want that. The biggest thing with the 42-inch space that I had from the front of the counter spaces is to allow for walk space and workspace. And let's face it, when it comes to planning your kitchen, safety is always a consideration, and egress is a consideration. So here's our three-dimensional drawing showing the island. Now, because I have the extra 12 inches overhang on the side and on the ends, that gives me an opportunity for seating. Most seating only requires 10 inches of overhang on a countertop. You could even get by with a little less if necessary. The peninsula plan shows a blind corner cabinet in the top left corner. Then I have a 3-inch spacer next to that. Remembering we always use spacers with blinds. I placed a wastebasket, our dishwasher, there's some more spacers, and then an 18-inch cabinet, giving it a little bit of an interest with the 22.5-degree angle there. And you'll notice the annotation on the bottom showing the 42 inches of space between the 2 points, that being the refrigerator in the corner of the countertop. So the 42 inches of walk space also works with those peninsula designs. So keep that in mind. Personally, again, I like more space if at all possible, but you can even do it in less. But 42 is really the rule of thumb. The biggest consideration would be appliances. You have to make sure that there aren't any conflicts with the front panels of appliances and drawers colliding. And you can see that's why I'm using the fillers in this drawing. When you work with angles, you'll also have some dead space in those corners, so keep an eye out for that. Here's a typical center island at kitchen counter height, which is approximately 36 inches. Usually that requires the use of a 24-inch bar stool. This little demonstration shows 3 heights, which is table height, kitchen counter, and then our raised snack bar height. So a typical kitchen chair, 30-inch counter space. Raised 24-inch bar stool at 36, and then the 6-inch difference I'm showing is the raised bar height. And sometimes that can be accommodated just by building a short wall behind your base cabinets, or even there's some taller base cabinets that can be used to support a raised counter. But again, your consideration is always having enough space to move in that kitchen. And this is at 42 inches. And you can see there's space enough to open doors and drawers and even your appliances. Here's the raised bar top built behind some base cabinets, and you can see that's just a typical 2x4 wall, a paneled back, and then it would always be smart to have supports or corbels so that your countertop is always stationary and fixed. The height of that wall is 40 1/2 inches tall, plus your 1 1/2 for your countertop brings you up to your comfortable 42-inch bar height. Thanks for watching. Hope this gave you great ideas.